take two, because I already filmed this video. I filmed a 30-minute video, and my computer apparently over the weekend did some kind of updating or something, and my mic didn't work, so it recorded the entire video without any volume. It didn't, the mic wasn't working at all. So hopefully this time it works. It's taken me about 45 minutes to figure out how to fix this problem. So now this video is going to be super late. So welcome to Monday's video. If you're new, I'm Adrian, and Kiwi is my Indian ring neck. Today I am coming on here to show you guys some yarn that I got from a yarn fairy at work, and I use that term because I don't know if she wants me to use her name, and then also to show you guys an Etsy yarn haul that I did last week, and to totally brag on this Etsy shop because I like to support Etsy shops or small shops in general, and I highly recommend this one. So I'm sorry that I look like a total dumpster fire. This morning my voice was hurting really bad, and you know, I've just recently gone back to work, working nights, and so being functional during the day is not working for me, and I have not really found the motivation to brush my hair or do anything, so I do apologize for looking like total junk, but, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into the video. I'm on my third Monster today. I'm drinking Java Monster. If Monster sees this, they should send me a thing about being I don't know, maybe they should sponsor my videos or something, because I've had 3 of them today. And you would think that would make me jittery, but I haven't gotten jittery yet. I'm still teetering on going back to bed, and I didn't get up till 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it's currently 6:41 Central Standard Time. Anyways, so what did the yarn fairy send me? So the first thing that she gave me was this 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. It's just a little cheap hook. I believe she got this stuff at the Goodwill. I don't know when or how long she's had it. She just said that she had it for a while. She said she's got some more yarn that she'll bring me eventually. She's just got to find it. But she gave me this ball of Lion Brand Yarns Hometown USA. It is the colorway Los Angeles Tan. So this is what it looks like. I think most people are familiar with this yarn. It is a super bulky 6, 100% acrylic, 81 yards. Recommended knitting needle is 9 millimeter, and the recommended crochet hook is a 9 millimeter. So I am familiar with this yarn. I actually currently have a cardigan in my Etsy shop that is made from this yarn. A couple years back, I was in Walmart with my mom, and they had clearanced out a whole bunch of Hometown USA, and I grabbed a bunch of it, for like $3 a ball. And the intent was to make a cardigan that was designed by Bag O'Day, which I did. And then after I started the project, I realized that pattern actually called for a weight 5, not a weight 6. So the cardigan actually turned out really, really heavier than what was intended. But it is a nice winter cardigan. It's got really pretty, like rhinestone buttons that I put on it. That was a few years ago though, but nobody showed a whole lot of interest in it. speaking of my Etsy shop, I am running a couple of sales over the next couple of months. Right now I have a sale going on in my Etsy shop for all of my jewelry. I'm trying to clear out all of my stretch bracelets, and there is a necklace bracelet gift set in there. Yeah, right now I'm trying to clear out some stuff. I really am trying to push the Etsy shop towards just made to order items. So I've put a lot of things that are ready to ship on sale, and if they're not currently on sale, they will be come, October, November, things like that. That aside, yeah, so I don't have any ideas what I'm going to do with this just yet. The color I used for that cardigan was a white, more of a white than a tan or a cream color. It might have been cream. It was lighter than this. I know that, though. I'm thinking maybe I might put this in a giveaway or possibly make a hat out of it. I don't often use yarns that are thicker than a 3 or a 4. I usually don't go over a 4. And I actually do have a couple of 5-weight yarns that I've been thinking about putting in a giveaway. So honestly, this may end up in a giveaway. I do kind of like the color, but I don't know that I'm going to be getting around to using it. I don't know. So the next couple of yarns that she gave me, I've never actually had before. If you guys are familiar with them, let me know in the comments what you guys made with them, because I'm not sure what I want to do with them. I only have one ball of each color. So here's the first one, and it's been used. I know that some of this has been used, because it does feel a little bit lighter than the other two. I don't know what colorway this is or what the color number is, but it's a nice magenta color. This is a chain spun yarn with the fibers blown through it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that on there, but it is chain spun, and then the fibers are like blown through the center of the chain spun stuff. But like I said, I don't have the label for this one, but it is Hobby Happy Place. And then it does say TL Yarn Crafts on there. If you're not familiar with TL Yarn, I believe her name is Tony. I'll put her channel in the description box if you guys want to check it out. She has some nice tutorials. But here's what the label looks like. So this particular color is coming up almost black, but it's actually like a dark evergreen color. It doesn't have a name, like it doesn't have the name of the color. It just has a color number. This one is color number 19. I don't know if this stuff is still available on the hobby website. But it does say it is 65% alpaca, 28% polyamide, and 7% wool. The recommended knitting needle is 9 millimeters, and the recommended crochet hook is a 10 millimeter. Let's see. What else is on here that I can see? It says made with love in Italy. So the company, if you guys don't already know, the company that sells this yarn, Hobby, HOBBII.com, is in Denmark. It's a really good place. I have a ton of their yarn, and I love that website. What is the yardage on these? I don't see anything that says what the yardage is. Oh, 131 yards on these. So the third colorway that I have is color number 1, and it's just a white color. And I was kind of weighing these. I didn't actually put them on the scale, but I was feeling them. And this one definitely feels quite a bit lighter than this one does. So I'm thinking this is maybe half a ball or something. But, you know, like I said, I don't usually use weights 5 and 6. This one is considered, I think, a weight 6 as well. Yeah, it's marked as a super bulky 6, but it's a lightweight 6. You know, these are very soft and very squishy, and like you can tell it weighs much less than what this one does. What is it? Hometown. Hometown is kind of a thicker yarn, you know, these are like lightweight and fluffy. And so I'm thinking what my thoughts were is I kind of thought that these 3 colorways actually go well together. I don't know if I would have enough to make a full cowl though. So I was kind of interested in seeing what you guys had for ideas in regards to this yarn. I don't know, because my first thought was maybe a cowl using all 3, and hopefully I would have enough to make a full cowl using all 3, but I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, these are only 131 yards per ball, and I've only got 2 full balls. And then I kind of like the dark green with the magenta and the white. Maybe I would be able to, if they're still selling it on the website, I could pick up another one of these and maybe a 4th color. I think it wouldn't be too bad an idea maybe to add like a blue or like another lighter color. I don't know. Those are just some thoughts that I had when it came to this particular yarn. It is very soft and very squishy, and what comes to mind is a cowl. I'm sure that I could make a hat out of probably each one of them individually, but I really like the idea of using these colors together. If I can't think of anything, or if one of y'all can't think of anything, excuse me, they might end up in a giveaway. You never know. Yeah, so that's what the Yarn Fairy brought me, and she did say she was probably going to be bringing me some more, so you guys might get another Yarn Fairy video in the near future. All my coworkers at Scream Hollow know I love yarn, and anytime they find some that's, you know, a decent price, they bring it to me. Or if they, you know, they start and they realize the new ones that, you know, start for the season, the new actors, they realize that I'm really into yarn and they happen to have some at their house, I end up with yarn. And actually, I'm going to put this on the shelf below that. So, like I said, I've already filmed this video once. So, and it really irritates me because now you guys aren't going to get to see what my first reaction was to opening the yarn haul package, or the yarn haul. Like, I knew it was coming because I purchased it, but you guys aren't going to get to see my first genuine reaction, and that always irritates me. Also, I have already put most of the yarn away, so when I realized I had to refilm this video, I just went ahead and I pulled one of each color of the yarns that I got to show you guys. So, I made this purchase through BB Creations shop, which is located in Texas, and her name is Miss Barbara, and she has some absolutely phenomenal yarns, many of which are discontinued, and she is selling them at a very fair price. You know, I have a tendency to wait until something is discontinued before I start using it. I don't know why that seems to happen. You can ask Crystal. I'm constantly doing that. I start a tutorial or I start a project, and the yarn that I like at that moment always seems to be a discontinued yarn, almost every time. And I don't know for sure why that is. It just seems to happen a lot. And I do a lot of looking on eBay and things like that for these discontinued yarns. I'm constantly asking you guys if you guys have any in your stashes that I might be able to get, things like that. Anyways, so one of my all-time favorite yarns ever was the Yarn Bee Luxe Lollies. And I don't know if you guys recall them. I've shown them a couple of times on my channel. Every now and then when I'm able to find them for a fair price, I'll pick them up. But Miss Barbara's shop, her Etsy shop has a ton of discontinued yarns, and she is selling them at very fair prices. And it does say in her About section on her Etsy shop that she sells these yarns and her makes to help what I believe is an animal shelter. Texas, let me look it up real quick on my phone. I'm not prepared at all right now because, like I said, I already filmed the video once. Let's see if I can... BB Creations shop. Okay. Take it off my screen. So here's her shop front. Oh, you can't see it. How about now? Well, that's just here's what her shop looks like. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it. But she's got the little chicken pot holder banner up there. And like I said, I will link it in the description box so that you guys can check it out. But it says that, she says, I crochet items to help Texas animal guardians. So she's a foster for this group, and she's just trying to make money to help these animals. And I find that really commendable. It's really cool. It's appealing to me because I've tried to do things like that for, bird. Actually, I think there's two of them, but one specifically, Wings of Love, which is a bird sanctuary for, pet parrots that have been abandoned or whose owners have passed away and there's nobody to take them on because parrots can outlive their owners. It happens a lot, actually, more frequently than I think people realize. So I really think that this is a very commendable thing. And like I said, I'm going to up-talk this shop. I really think you guys should go check out her shop. She's got Vanna's Choice in her shop. She's got Let's Get Cozy. She's got Yarn Bee Sugar Wheels. Mandala cakes. She's got some makes that I think they're ready to ship. Some microwave cozies, microwave bowl cozies, however you say that word. Really nice Etsy shop who, and the owner is really trying to do something good, with her earnings from her Etsy shop. Anyways, that being said, like I said, Luxe Lollies has been one of my all-time favorite yarns. When I learned to crochet as a kid, and I didn't start to do it regularly until I was an adult. And about the time that I started to crochet regularly, I found the Yarn Bee Luxe Lollies at Hobby Lobby. And that same year, they discontinued them. So, anyways, in her shop, she had 9 of them in 3 different colors. And I actually got them for $2.80 each. And you can see on here that they were originally sold for $7.99. I paid $2.88 per cake. And you can see the orange sticker. She got these during a Hobby Lobby clearance. So, she's not jacking the price up, or she's not upselling them at a crazy percentage like some of these people are. I mean, I've seen people on eBay, jack discontinued yarns prices up by 150%, and you're, if you need that particular color or whatever to finish a project, you have to pay 20, 30, 40. I've even seen one yarn that was going for $50 a ball, because it's that hard to find. And I don't know if I don't know if that's considered price gouging or not. I just know that I notice a lot of times with these discontinued yarns, people just jack the prices up crazy high. And I guess there's nothing wrong with it if people are going to pay for it, but I'm not going to pay for it. That's why I don't get these very often, because I've seen these very, very expensive. But anyways, it is called Yarn Bee Luxe Lollies. This is the Sticky Buns colorway, which I do already have one of these in my stash, and I purchased a total of 6 from Miss Barbara. These are a weight 4 is what they're marked as. It's a thin weight 4. There is 502 yards per cake, so I have more than enough in this colorway to probably make some pajama pants and maybe a top too if I really wanted to. It is 100% acrylic. Recommended knitting needle is a 5mm. It does not have a recommended crochet hook size. And this, like I said, the colorway is Sticky Buns, and the color number was number 8. So I have a total of 7 of these now, because she had 6 of them, and like I said, I bought all of the Luxe Lollies that she had in her shop. She had 2 of this colorway. This colorway is called Dancing Donuts, which is very fall. It might not strike everybody. This may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's very fall, very jewel tones, but I just like the yarn. It's a roving style yarn, and it's very soft, and I don't know why. This yarn has always been one of my most favorite yarns, and every time I see it, I got to pick it up if I can afford to. And then she also had one of these. This colorway is called Apple Butter Bash. I know I've had some of these, or some of this colorway in my stash before, and there might still be some, but if there is, it was not in the same place as the one of these that I had, because I thought I had like 2 of these somewhere. I'm just not sure where I put them. So that's what I got from BB Creations shop. So in regards to the Luxe Lollies, here is a 4th colorway that I already had in my stash. This one is called Spiced Shortbread, and I actually have 4 of these. So yeah, this is, those yarns that you end up really liking, and then like you just collect them but you never use them. That's kind of what the Luxe Lolly is for me. Like, I know a lot of people collect Caron cakes. and they don't frequently want to use them. That's kind of how I am with the Lux Lollies. Like, I like to collect them, and I like it. It would have to be a very special project for me to use these yarns. They're just kind of, for some reason, they're special to me. I don't know why these yarns are, so they're, I don't know, they're my jam, but I don't want to use them because they're also like, they're precious. and I know somebody out there is going to make fun of me for saying it that way, but I don't know how else to explain it. I really don't. So here are the 4 colorways I have. I had made a baby blanket for my niece when she was first born using Lux Lollies in a pastel colorway, and I don't remember what that colorway was even called. These are the 4 colorways that I see most of the time. So I think that I don't know, maybe people thought these colors were not pretty, or maybe they were not very popular, and that's why they're the only ones I hardly ever see. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to try to put them up there now. Because, yeah, but I love the Lux Lollies. I really, really do. And I wish that, Hobby Lobby would come out with those again. Or if maybe I could find some kind of a dupe for them. Excuse me. That would be cool. But I've never really found a dupe for them. I know that they do feel similar to, like, the Red Heart, what do they call it? Is it Red Heart Boutique? Something like that. Because I made a blanket out of the Teal Berry, which is a Red Heart Boutique yarn. And it's also a roving style. And that did feel similar, but the color changes were shorter. I can't think of another one that's similar. Maybe it's, the one that they have at Michael's, is it called Facade? Something like that. Loops and Threads Facade or something. I don't know. I don't know, because I'm not real familiar with Michael's yarns, or actually I should say Loops and Threads. I'm not real familiar with them. But I did have like 1 ball of it that I had originally bought to make an Imkin, and now I have no idea where it is. But I feel like that was similar to this, but again, the color changes were much shorter. This is the only one that I've ever seen that has the long color changes. So if you guys know of a dupe or something similar, I'm totally, let me know for sure. I think it would be cool if I could find something that's not discontinued, but is still similar to this one. I'd probably spend too much money purchasing them, to be honest. Anyways, guys, I guess for now I'm going to let you guys go. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the last half hour or so. And I do apologize that this video has come out as late as it has. Usually I try to release my videos in the mornings. But yeah, I didn't get up till 3 p.m. this afternoon. I know, sir. And y'all are going to be seeing this on Monday night, so Tuesday, I don't know if I'm going to have a video for Tuesday, to be honest. I don't know if I'll have a video for tomorrow. I do have the stuff out to finish up my Granny Square Tuesday blanket. So if I can get that finished, hopefully sometime in the middle of the night, I will be able to film Tuesday's video. if not, you guys will definitely see me on Wednesday for Whip Wednesday. And that's probably going to be a longer video because that's the video that y'all will get to hear about my very long, crappy opening weekend at work. So yeah, there's that. You want to come and say hi to everybody, or you just want a pistachio? Say hello. Hello. Yeah. But I'll try to get a Tuesday video out. And then I'll definitely be seeing you guys for Wednesday. I may or may not do a pop-up live sometime this week if I can fit it in between sleeping. So, yeah. Go over there. Go over there. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please like it and, maybe share it to some of your friends who love yarn too. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.